What's going on, guys? Welcome back to World Soccer Plays. Welcome back to the channel, guys. We head to La Liga for this Monday night game. This is Villareal versus Atletico Madrid. Now, it's been very interesting. Villareal, they finished 8th last season. This is their first game of the season at home. This is their first game, and their first game is at home. They finished 8th in La Liga last season, and they will not be playing European football. It slipped my memory. They won the Europa League in 2021, and they won it against Manchester United. That I do kind of remember that. But anyway, yes. So they've always been a pretty decent side, pretty big side. You know what I mean? Always in Europe, Champions League, Europa League. They won a couple years ago. So I mean, these guys are a pretty top level side. But last season was a disappointment because this was the first time they missed out on a top 7 spot since 2018-2019, right? And so, they're going to want to get back into that category. And the way you get back into category is getting a good result against a side like Atletico Madrid, right? So they signed Nicolas Pepe and Ayoze Perez. That's who they signed. But the crazy thing about it is they lost their top scorer, Alexander Sorloth. I think he's Norwegian. Alexander Sorloth. They lost him, and guess who he joined? Yes, he joined Atletico Madrid. So this is going to be very interesting. Big money deal he switched to. After probably realized that there was no European football. He wanted to play European football most likely, and he joined Atletico Madrid. This is really, really good because Atletico Madrid got rid of, I shouldn't say got rid of, but they sold Alvaro Morata. He's playing at Milan right now, but they got in. I think this was very good business by their club because they now got Alexander Sorloth, who is, this guy is a striker. Last season, if you were listening, if you watched some of the videos a couple months ago, last season he actually was going to be tied. He was actually tied with what's that guy's name? This the Ukrainian guy, Artem Dovbyk. Artem Dovbyk was playing for Girona. Now Artem Dovbyk, where I think he plays, yes, he's in Syria. He plays for Roma. He's a Roma striker now, but he was at Girona. So last season, him and Artem Dovbyk and him, they were like tied, right? This was like the last 2 games of the season. Last game of the season, Artem Dovbyk, I think he scores like a hat trick, right? If you remember Alexander Sorloth, if you were watching La Liga last year, Alexander Sorloth ended up scoring 3 goals in this was a really good game, guys. He came, I think they played, I think Real Madrid was up. They were up like 3-0 at halftime, right? And he came back. I think they tied the game like 4-4 or something like that. This guy came on in the second half and scored a hat trick on Real Madrid in the second half. That's how good this guy is. Very powerful striker, right? The next game, right? So I think at that point, he was like he was at that point, he was 2 goals behind Artem Dovbyk, right? Artem Dovbyk had scored a bunch of goals in a game for Girona, and Alexander Sorloth needed 2 goals. He needed 1 goal to tie Artem Dovbyk's record to get the Pichichi, which is top scorer in La Liga. He needed 1 goal to tie and 2 goals to break the record. Guys, I remember this game so much. I forget who they were playing. I really forget who they were playing. But it was like their last game of the season. Villareal's last game of the season they were playing. And I remember, I literally remember this because I had put a serious bag down on this guy to score 2 goals, right? Because I literally listened to the press conference. Marcelino in the week had said, like, listen, we're gonna do everything in our power to get him those 2 goals. We're gonna literally, basically, he was saying, like, if one of our teammates is like right next to the goal, we're gonna pass it to our Alexander Sorloth so he can score, right? Guys, this was how cruel football is. Literally, like 10 minutes into the game, I literally remember this like this was yesterday. They passed 10 minutes into the game. He got past the ball. He runs onto the ball and goes down. He pulls his hamstring and has to leave the game. Terrible for him. Super terrible. Like this guy, this guy was about to win, goal scorer of the year or whatever. He was going to win the Pichichi, which is top goal scorer of the league. He was going to do it. He was red hot for him. He was going to do it that year. And it just didn't happen. Pulls his hamstring right there in the game. Done. Season over for him. Right? I felt it for him. But I also felt it for me because I lost out on a good amount of money. I lost out, right? But will he score today? Will he score? I'm not sure, right? It would be very heartbreaking to come back first game of the season against your old team and, hit the back of the net against your old team in your old stadium. Like, you know what I mean? It's not even like it's mid-season or anything. This is the first game back. You go to like some top 6 rivals or whatever, and then you play against your own side. You're basically brand new. This is your first game, and you're in other colors, and you're playing what should be at home, but it's not home, and you're playing for the other side. And this is gonna be crazy, right? I don't know. There's too much going on with that, so I don't know what would his motivation be to try to score against his team. But man, I really think that they're going to be something to reckon with because they actually have goal scorers. They have him, Alexander Sorloth, and they also have what's that guy's name? Julian Alvarez from Manchester City. From Argentina, World Cup winner. He's going to be getting a lot of game time. These guys are going to come straight into the starting lineup. They're coming straight into the starting lineup. World Soccer Play prediction, the money line. I believe that Atletico Madrid, I think that, I'm going to go and say that they're going to win this game. I think they're going to win this game. I would say if you don't want to be that, if you're not that confident, you can say Atletico Madrid to win or draw this game. But I think Atletico Madrid is going to win this game. They are very powerful this year. I really believe they got what it takes. The thing about it, last year, they finished top 4, but the thing is they didn't have anybody to finish. You have Antoine Griezmann, you have Alvaro Morata, and then they had, who else? What's the other guy's name? The guy with the braids, what's his name? Memphis Depay. You know what I'm saying? Not really finishers. Pause, right? But this year they did the right thing. Alexander Sorloth, one of the guy that was up for top scorer in La Liga, and Julian Alvarez, another underrated striker, just didn't get time to. He just, you're up against what's that guy's name? You're up against Holland. You're not going to get that much playing time. So, yeah, that's what I think. I believe money line Atletico Madrid, right? Definitely going to score. So I would say money line Alexander Sorloth shot on target, and Atletico Madrid to win the game. You can say win or draw, but I would say Atletico Madrid. I'm gonna go for it, guys. Go for the win. Atletico Madrid to win the game. Alexander Sorloth to get a shot on target. Guys, let me know what you think. Just have to give you the full spiel of this video, give you like the facts so you guys know what's going on. I think that, I'm telling you, the Atletico Madrid games, there's going to be goals in these games this season. Watch out for this guy, Alexander Sorloth. Everybody's talking about Julian Alvarez. Watch out for Alexander Sorloth. Right, guys? Guys, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for listening. If you are new here, please hit the like button, comment, let me know what you think. Also, I have a Telegram group that's coming up. Be prepared. Watch out for that. Subscribe to the channel so you get all the information and so you know what's going on. Right, guys? Also, if you are in the US or Canada and you don't have FanDuel, my link is in the description. Sign up for FanDuel. You get $50 in bonus bets. It helps you, and it also helps yours truly. Right? Guys, thank you for listening. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.